Hey class, today we're going to be learning about the water cycle. The water cycle by definition is the process by which water is circulated throughout the earth and atmosphere through evaporation, condensation, precipitation, and transpiration. In simpler words, it's basically how water circulates throughout the earth and the atmosphere. We're going to take a look at this animation to go ahead and visualize the process of the water cycle. So most of the water on the earth is located in the ocean. What's going to happen is the sun is going to produce enough heat for that water to evaporate, and the water molecules are going to enter the atmosphere and form clouds by using the heat from the sun. Those clouds are going to travel throughout the earth, and it's actually interesting. A water molecule could go halfway around the world before it goes back into the earth as either rain or even a snowflake. After it's back on land, the water will either be used by a plant, which is called transpiration. It'll immediately evaporate, or it will drain into the ground, into the water table, or it could even go into a stream. If it goes into a stream or a lake, that water is eventually going to go back into the ocean, which, if we remember, that's where most of the water on Earth is located, and that's where the water cycle began. So as we see right now happening, the water cycle is happening again. It's being evaporated by the heat from the sun, forming clouds, and then it is precipitating into the earth, and that water is either going into the water table, into streams, or immediately evaporating. So a couple of things that I want us to keep in mind from this video is we want to remember that the water cycle is powered by the sun. Most living things on earth are powered by the sun, so I would like us to think about that. The water cycle is an endless cycle. Some things I would like us to think about for class. Let's think about how clouds are formed. What's that process called? Something that I would like you guys to do as well is we have a bonus question for homework. If you bring in 2 sentences written out on a piece of paper, looking nicely, it doesn't have to be typed, I would like you to define in 2 sentences or less what the word transpiration is. I mentioned it again in the video, so feel free to go back and look at it. You can also use an online resource as long as you cite it. All right, guys, look forward to hearing from you tomorrow.